Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands you need. From athletic stuff, like a full-court pickup game, swish, to athlete-ish stuff, like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. And for morning hikes up the mountain trail, good pace. To nighttime ghost stories from the camping chair. What a twist. Whatever level of active, Sierra loves it all. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athlete-ish, Sierra's got it.
This episode is brought to you by Athletic Brewing Company. No matter how you do game day, on the couch, in the crowd, or manning the snack table, Athletic Brewing fits right in. With a full lineup of non-alcoholic beer styles, you can enjoy bold flavors all game long. No hangovers, no buzz, no subbing out for water in the second half. Stock the fridge for tip-off with a variety of non-alcoholic craft styles available at your local grocery store or online at athleticbrewing.com. Near beer, fit for all times.
The Last Show with David Cooper, where we apply quantum mechanical psychoanalytical astrotherapy to your problems.
If you were excited for a person potentially landing on the moon, you'll be even more excited to hear that Artemis 3 won't be putting a person on the moon. But what's better than 3? 4. Artemis 4 might be... Okay, we're here with Sarah Rugheimer. She's an astrobiologist and she's a professor at the University of Edinburgh. She's got an Audible original called Searching for Extraterrestrial Life, available on audible.com. Did I get that all right, Sarah? I did that all from memory.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked to me enough now, so yes, you do. But I have a new thing coming out in March 26th or 27th on the James Webb Space Telescope, so look out for that.
Ooh, a course or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's a course on the Great Courses Plus, so I'm excited for that to be released.
I, too, am excited for you. Okay, let's talk Artemis, the mission to the moon. I know Artemis 2 was just supposed to do a couple laps around the moon. Artemis 3, they were supposed to land on the moon, but now they're saying, no, wait, we'll do it on the next one. We may not have someone on the lunar surface till 2028, which is, less exciting, I think, for me.
Well, I mean, I think let's even think about, should we be excited? So I think a lot of people, when they first hear we're going back to the moon, it's last century's news, right? It's kind of boring. We've already been there, done that. Why is it difficult? We landed on the moon when computers were literally the size of buildings, and now we have supercomputers in our hands. So I can imagine that some people might be like, why is this even a thing? Why are we caring? What is important about it? So I think we should talk about that too. Why is it worth going back to the moon?
Because it's cool. And science and exploration for science and exploration's sake is a worthwhile pursuit. Come on, isn't that enough?
Yes, I would argue so. Also, if we want to go to Mars, we better go back to the moon first. It's been a long time. We have to make sure these rockets and these landers and these habitats are safe. And Mars is a lot farther away, a lot higher radiation dosage given to its astronauts on the way. There's so much you have to do first to be able to go to Mars. And I think we want to go to Mars, so you have to go to the moon first, right? It's kind of take some baby steps before you become a marathon runner. And we need to repeat this technology and test the current iterations of it. And it's not I think when we're building a spaceship, we have to remember, it's not there's a whole line of them on a used car lot and they've all been really tested. It's you have one, you have one and you hope that one works, and you have to do a lot of testing. And if it doesn't work, there's no replacement part that you can just quickly put in, because everything's so niche. It's made just for this particular mission. The testing is just for this very specific environment. So the technology required is difficult and it's not easily transferable, right? So we have to go back first to the moon before we can go to Mars.
I do want to dig into why Artemis 3 won't be landing, but first, tangent. What's the current estimate on landing in Mars? Do you think we'll see it in our lifetime? I'm 39. At the rate I'm going, I'll probably live for, I don't know, at least 40 years, I hope, 50 maybe if I'm lucky. Do you think we'll see a Mars landing in that time span?
I do. I think we can potentially see one by the end of the 2030s. So I think it's possible. It's also a balance of risk, right? So it's how much risk are you willing to take? I would say that with human spaceflight, we tend to want to be a little less risky. You have the Challenger and Columbia disasters, of course, as well as Apollo 1 did not go well and everyone died. So we have to make these steps slowly, but I think we'll get there. Broadly speaking, I would put money in the next 20 years.
Cool. I hope to be around for that. Okay, what is the reason that Artemis 3 is not going to be a manned mission stepping foot on the moon anymore? It just sort of similar to Artemis 2, getting close, not actually landing. What is the reason they're giving?
Yeah, so I mean, they are just wanting to do more testing. So I mean, I think we should also talk about Artemis 2 because that's the one that's hoping to launch next month. But Artemis 3, originally, Artemis 2 was going to go around the moon and Artemis 3 was going to land on the moon. And now it's like, oh, actually, there's probably some more tests that we need to do to make sure that all of the life support systems, the docking works, everything. I think it's just like a realization, given that some of these delays, we've seen some delays again due to a hydrogen leak for Artemis 2. And this is just kind of reiterating, no, this is actually hard. We need to be a little more cautious. And our timeline was perhaps a little too optimistic. When we said we were going to just immediately go to land on the moon with Artemis 3. So I think it's like a staging process, right? It's like, let's send Artemis 2, hopefully in the next month, and that'll send humans the furthest they've ever been from Earth, right? Like 10,000 kilometers on the other side of the moon. We'll get some beautiful pictures, camera technology has gotten a lot better. They're going to do a lot of testing on life support systems and other things. Then Artemis 3 will again do a bit more testing with the various components that will allow for ultimately this lunar gateway landing to the moon and all of the systems with that.
If the Lunar Gateway is going to have the new Canadarm, how do you say this word? The new Canadarm.
I've only ever read it. I just call it Canadarm, but it is cool that Canada has driven a lot of this technology also on other collaborations with NASA, and will also be there for Artemis. Plus, with Artemis 2, you have the first non-American going to the moon, right? And that's a Canadian astronaut.
Pretty cool. Do you think with these new high-tech cameras and going to the dark side of the moon, they will discover any cheese on the surface? Have we ruled that one out astronomically, that there's any cheese on the surface?
Fun fact, back when I was a grad student, I put in a pitch for a year of unlimited fondue at the Melting Pot in Boston. And for that, we made a spoofy, fun, quirky video claiming that we had detected that the moon was indeed made of cheese using Harvard's telescope. And we had a whole little skit. And we came in second. We did not get our year of free fondue.
Well, that is the real heartbreaking news. Not that this third Artemis mission is not going to have humans stepping on the moon. Are there new experiments we want to do? Like the last time we set foot on the moon was in the 70s. Is there new stuff we want to learn, or are we just kind of replaying the old with new technology?
I think a lot of it's a bit of both, right? Like the moon is an interesting laboratory because it's, this 4.5 billion year old rock, and we can look at things like impact rates and lunar glasses and these sorts of science that we can do. Plus, we haven't really explored a large area of the moon. We don't really know how much water is there and other things. So I think there is definitely science to do, new science to do, but we also have a lot of moon rock. It's not like I expect there to be something dramatic and unsurprising. At the same time, if we can build a lunar station on the surface, that would be so cool because there is definitely some science that I would like to do for my research that would be really much more easily done if you had a high resolution spectrograph on the moon. So I want to do that. That'd be great.
Well, cool. Sarah Ruckheimer is a professor. She's an astrophysicist, an astrobiologist, and an astronomically great guest to have on the program. Sarah, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Firefighters risk their lives every single day.
Fridays on Global.
We're gonna get you out of here, bud.
This is the greatest job in the world.
An all-new Fire Country.
Firefighter Leone, I need you to make your own risk assessment.
We're going in.
Deep in the woods behind you, there's a wildfire.
We're in the game now, boys!
TV's hottest show.
It's off. Be safe.
Keeps getting hotter.
Will you help?
Happy to.
Fire Country, all new Fridays at 9 Eastern on Global. Stream on Stack TV.